Oh, that's a good choice. That's a
The
good
next one
choice.
on my list is Batman White Knight by Sean Murphy. Uh,
Hmm.
and the reason I chose this was because it's every panel is almost filled with some sort of action. Like it feels like a blockbuster movie as you're reading it because there's always sort of a setup and then a cause. Like, do you know what I mean? It's just kind of like almost like Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 2. There's it just leads
Yeah.
one into the other.
Oh, it's funny you said I would have picked this for the story because it flips the Joker on its
Oh yeah,
head,
the
which
story as
is
well.
fantastic. So, yeah, tell us what the story's about, Zane.
The story is about so Batman is as much as Batman as you can imagine. He tramples through the city, destruction and chaos, but at the end of the day, it's about the end goal, which is catching the criminal. And in this case, it's the Joker. Now, what we soon discover is Gotham elites actually profit off Batman's chaos, which creates this whole fund, Batman fund, I believe. It's almost like an insurance scam to
It's like damage control basically in
yeah.
Marvel. It's like a yeah.
Um, at the same time, the Joker has these pills given to him, and he starts taking them, and they actually suppress the chaotic clown inside of him. And Jack Napier starts to re-emerge from his manic persona, dare I
Is he
say?
called Jack Napier in the I can't remember if he's actually if they name him as Jack Napier. Did they
Yeah,
actually name him as Jack
yeah.
Napier? Okay. Okay.
Now this book takes place outside of continuity of the
Well,
comics.
the reason why it's really I will say just an extra bit onto that, Zane, as well. The reason why it gets really good after that is Joker is as intelligent as Batman is.
Yeah.
It's never really explored because he's got so much psychosis and craziness in him. He's as intelligent as Batman is, and once he puts the link together about these elites having this fund, he sues the city of Gotham
Mm,
for the damage that has been inflicted on him by constantly trying to rehab him in Arkham and have him escape and get pounded by Batman over and over again. So it's this really weird twist on society where the Joker, who is renowned as being this incredible monster throughout
mm.
DC history, becomes almost this victim of Gotham City itself and tries to sue the city for all the money to get back. Um, Obviously, being a Batman plot, things start to go back to the status quo at the end. But like, yeah, it's fascinating. It's a really good choice. I hadn't even thought of this saying actually. It's an excellent choice because it would actually do something different with the Joker on screen that we
Yeah.
haven't seen.
And it's it almost like you say everything flips in that dynamic because then everyone starts pointing the finger at Batman. You've been
Yeah,
doing this wrong for years. You're a terrible person, and
yeah,
everything else. And then they try to arrest him, confiscate his Batmobiles because they're the GP, the police department.
GCPD.
Yeah, they're like never gave us technology to help us with the war on crime. It was
Yeah,
all you wanted
yeah,
to do
yeah.
this sort of thing. So
Oh, that's
yeah,
great.
plus, I also wanted, from a movie sort of point of view, everyone ever since Suicide Squad, everyone seems to have this kind of not everyone, but you know what I mean. Like the normies kind of think like, "Oh, Joker loves Harley so much," but then this is
No,
like, no, he never did, and
no.
here's what his true love would look like with Harley if he was Jack Napier, not the monster. Do you know what I
Yes.
mean? So.
Yeah, he's Harley is a tool that he
Mm.
uses as the Joker. He does not love her. He uses her for his own well
Yeah.
horrible reasons, and he's very horrible to her. We find that out in one of the books as well. So we won't go into that now. But yeah, cracking choice. Name. That's a great choice. That's a good shout.
Plus, Sean Murphy's art is amazing. He loves
Yep.
to put loads of little Easter eggs in everything. So all the Batmobiles are based on Batmobiles you'd recognize, like the Tumbler from Nolan movies, the
The
animated
'89 Batmobile.
movies, yeah, everything. So yeah, you could do so much with this, so much.